Hello, my familyans. Welcome back to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host, Lex, coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is live. For any show request, feedback, or anything under the sun you can think of or want to say on your mind or your heart, get a hold of us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com, and as well as check out the blog spot at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com, as well as our realdoubledose.com channel, or realdoubledosechannel.com, should I say, being packed in with more. If you want to get a hold of us, if you're listening on different platforms, wherever you are right now tuning in, tune in, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com, Spotify, Blueberry, iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, and a few other platforms too that I'm sure I'm not thinking of right now. And at that blog spot, you can check out the disclaimers, about me section, our book links, and so much more, our giveaways, and our partners at givemeallthat.com, and different other wonderful magnitudes, and as well as our spiritual wealth, or Spirit Wealth TV YouTube channel, about to just be wonderful with even more. So I wanted to put that out there. Nothing short of wonderfulness. That's our favorite word for the day. And also, just make sure you know that if you're ready for a vacation, or if you're ready for some free stuff just to be given to you without having to literally, cut your arm off for it, sign up. You know where to find us. So let's get this roll started. But this is a special episode, kind of more so dedicated especially to you. Now, don't get me wrong. Every episode that we have is dedicated to us. It's all of us. But at the same time, it definitely needs to be here. And this is something that needs to be said to a lot of RDDC families that come and say what they have to say. It's been a few years now we've been rocking and rolling. And just down the line, maybe in the next few months or by the end of the year, we'll probably be to our 200th episode. We pray. We can only pray. But this is called hashtag You Are Beautiful. Yes. Hashtag You Are Beautiful. It's not a bunch of nonsense. And I want to say, people want to put so much cliches and so much attitude towards different things that sound, it's so this and la la and fairy tale and whimsical. Well, you know what? In the spirit of Disney and different things coming out there, life should be whimsical and magical. It's not our fault necessarily why we've been raised up in the darkness of things, but at the same time, I see it, and most of us who know that these are learning experiences and curveballs given to us in order to make our way through life, to understand how life works. It just happens like that. The story of Cain and Abel will always let you know, no matter how much purity you can grow up in, darkness will always try to find its way into light. It is also yin and yang, but at the same time, we need to remind ourselves, hashtag You Are Beautiful. And when you look in the mirror, just do that for me. This is not really a segment to really kind of get to a point of a super depth. This is a super depth within ourselves. This is something that is definitely what we should be saying in the mirror. And it's okay to say you're beautiful as a man. Okay? You don't have to be like, if you want to say gorgeous or handsome or wonderful, if you don't feel it from the outside, feel it from within. Just for the simple fact that you know how to tune into something like this that is all about enlightenment and clarity and all aspects that I can think of at this point, for now at least, from us and the team, doesn't mean anything less than what you should be saying to yourself, just like that jar experiment with the rice. If you neglect yourself to give yourself not just praises, not just arrogance or egotistical behavior, but real true facts of what you are as a ambient being with a spiritual presence inside this human flesh. I mean, you can agree with that. No matter how hard you try not to, we understand the clouds are above our heads for a reason. We did not create them. We did not create the solar system, and we did not create the trees or the wind or the fire or the air. Well, fire, you get what I mean. You understand that point, So I say to you, and I say to us, but right now I'm saying it directly to you. Yeah, you. The one who's listening in to this episode right now or downloading it. The one who is sitting there saying, man, Lex, preach to me. It's not really a preach at all. It's just hashtag thetruth.com. That's not the name of the show. But I'm saying it is hashtag You Are Beautiful. And I would say you're so beautiful, cliche with the song. But at the same time, think about that. You are so beautiful with whatever your hair color or texture is. With the length or no length or whatever you have. You are so beautiful. You are beautiful. with your nail color or the way you wear your nails or the way your hands look. You are beautiful from the shape of your face, from the way your chin and your bone structure, or even if you have no face to your mind at all. You are beautiful from your eye color to your eyelashes. You're beautiful from your nose down to your lips. You're beautiful to your earlobes all the way down to your neckline. You're beautiful from your chest all the way down to the end of your belly button. You're beautiful from the belly button all the way to your kneecaps. And you're beautiful from your kneecaps all the way to the tip tops of your tip toes. You are beautiful from every aspect that you can imagine. There's nothing imperfect about what you are. There's nothing imperfect about how you were created. Now, if you did any other modifications or crazy things that you might not like at this point, it's still something that you decided to journey on with. But you have to embrace it for now from where you are, right? The acceptance is key of understanding. Once you have the gratitude attitude, understanding the stamina within oneself, you are beautiful. You are the perfection of what the Creator designed in that fragment of creation inside of that seed in the womb. That's what it is. You weren't meant to come out with curly hair if you have straight. You weren't meant to come out with green eyes if you have brown. You weren't meant to come out 5'10" and, from whatever, you know what I mean, 4'2". That's what it is. If you're 6'5", you were meant to be 6'5". No, we're always going to want the opposite of what we think we're not. But that's the whole thing of even desiring something. But it doesn't mean we should live a whole life to where we're dissatisfied in what we have, because it's still a blessing to be alive to even think about what we think we do not have not of. So I just want to put that out there. You are beautiful. We are beautiful beings. If we could see beyond the shell that we're in, if we could see beyond that and start looking inside of who we really are from a spiritual replica, there will be no comparisons in it except the embodiment of the mindfulness of the soul, the ambiance, and maybe the lightning. I believe there are lightning auras around it. So right now it's comparison. And unfortunately, our society has gained this momentum in doing these magazines of what they believe perfectionism is, and doing all these other things to where we feel like we're inadequate, and then allowing ourselves to be consumed by things that teach us all day long that we're not good enough, or we don't look the right way, or we should feel this way, or the person that we like does not like us because we think we should look the way that the magazine or the TV is telling us we should. And all the while, we have these new artists and new people coming out, and these new, actors coming out that look completely unique from what they said the norm is from their perception of perfection, and yet we still feel inadequate. But then it gives us a glimpse of hope to say, oh, well, they look like this, maybe I can do it. Oh, well, maybe they stopped receiving people. Maybe one or two of those in Hollywood or Hollywood or whatever, Bollywood, are just what they're accepting. We don't need acceptance. We don't need someone to accept us for what we are. We have to accept who we are and what we're in, and that is ourselves. We are born alone and we die alone. No matter how much you're attached to someone in the womb or not, no matter what you have. I can tell my twin girls, and my niece daughters, but at the same time, my nieces and daughters, be more clarified. At the same time, I told them, you might be attached at the hip to your mind, where you go together, walk together, talk together, you're thinking together, but you are not the same breath. You're completely different spirits. They may harmonize together, yes, but you're two separate entities. Even the special cases where people's heads are attached to each other, or their bodies, I forgot the name of it, but they're born that way. They still have two different breaths, two different brains, different things happening. You're still born into your own. So you have to learn, and we have to learn, how to accept these things of what is. Hashtag, you are beautiful. You're so beautiful. We can do both, actually. Let's not stop our shine here. It still goes to the same formality. It's still going to be the same thing. What makes us believe that we're less from anything of greatness? Now, I believe the moment that we stop shining, the moment that we stop moving forward, the moment that we start holding ourselves back or doing mindless stuff that is not getting us to the point of that, people say, well, why don't you just enjoy life and relax? Why don't you just chill back? There is nothing wrong with doing that. Don't take it the wrong way. But at the same time, there's always a purpose. The Creator knew when they were making us that it was to experience this lifetime. The Creator is in all of us. So I say it's in a respectful manner. Their experience is through us, and people might say, well, that's torture. No, it isn't, because we get the divinity of actually experiencing it and knowing that the Creator decided to be within us and create us. I mean, to me, it is the greatest gift ever. And some of us have it for a short time, some for a long time, and we can't blame everything on it. So ultimately, if we were never created, we wouldn't have anything to complain about, if you want to put it in that way. It's not torture. It's called life. And we're experiencing it. So the moment that you think, oh, I'm not so beautiful, Lex, I'm not beautiful at all. I haven't got dates, I haven't got this, then you're looking from a perspective of a sight that can't be seen. It's not just beauty is only skin deep and it's inside. I mean, literally, if you are in a wheelchair, if you have whatever they call it, spinal bifida, whatever it might be, Bell palsy, whatever it might be, epilepsy, it doesn't matter. You're beautiful in the way that you are. You're completely the way it is. And you might say, well, how could this be perfection when you have Cindy Crawford walking down the road, and that's what everything is. And I'm sitting over here in pain. I'm not saying what you're going through is perfection, but it also teaches and is meant for you to teach someone of what you believe is your suffering is actually the beauty of your gift, because you are here to guide those through this lifetime that is dealing with the same thing or might have different things that you can offer to them. See, when you're busy planting your seeds and putting them out there without worrying about America's Got Talent picking you up, or no offense, if that's your dream, go ahead. But you hear what I'm saying, okay? When you're worried and you're focused in the right, well, I won't say worry, but when you're focused in the right direction, when you're doing what you need to do to plant your seeds, whether it just be going down to your local library or whoever, wherever, whether it just be sending out a pamphlet and getting a mailing list and sending them to 20 homes and saying, hey, I'm randomly just sending you this to encourage you today, or whatever it might be. If you see someone in the store grabbing apples, well, I just want to let you know you had a nice skirt or blouse. Don't lie, just tell the truth. Find something of beauty. Find something beautiful. Find something wonderful. Everything is a gift. And I remember one of my colleagues, he had said something actually a few days ago. He looked at a painting and he goes, it was just supposedly supposed to be an Italian painting, and it had some clothes on the vine outside of a door. It was okay. It was kind of, outdated, but at the same time, I got the point, right? He said, well, how is that art to have someone's underwear hanging on, just not really underwear, but their garments hanging on a rope outside of a window? How is that art? That's the whole understanding of it. It's not that person who hung up that painting or took it or even sold it. That was their vision of art. That was their perception of beauty. He didn't see it. He didn't like it. But it's not for his eyes to see and like. But therefore, even if 100 people walked through and 90 of them loved it and the 10 didn't like it, that means the perception of beauty, whether it's accepted or not, that was what they wanted for someone else to see. And they shared that. So you see, whatever illness, whatever inclination or declination you think you're having, whatever thing you think is taking you away from experiencing life to the fullest, you're so wrong. You're undermining yourself. Hashtag, you are beautiful. Hashtag, you're so beautiful. Because at the same time, you're understanding what's going on. You're understanding that everything was given to you to shine your beauty. I forgot his name. I believe his name is Nick. I know it's Nick something. You have to Google this, but it's called Life Without Limbs. Now he's a very handsome young man. I don't know how old he is compared to me, but he's still a handsome young man. And he's out there doing his shining his thing. He has no arms, no limbs. He still can walk around. I believe he has a functioning foot or whatever it might be, but he has beautiful children, a wife, everything. And people will say, oh, he made some money. No, listen, there's beauty in every single thing out there. Even the pufferfish, even the most heinous things out there where you're like, wow, what is that? A sea slug? Or, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Well, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? Beauty is not the perception of what we have been created on this humanly formed mindset to be of beauty. Beauty is everything that you see. It is everything that you see created by the Creator and by the creations of our hands from the love and the beauty that we have and we hold. You are beautiful. You are within beauty. If you looked at something for a moment and just smiled, you would see a whole nother world open up. Hashtag you are beautiful. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that. I'm beautiful. Man, I love my cheekbones. Or I love the way my eyes have. Today I was like, I got bags under my eyes. Oh, well, I'm beautiful. Whatever. Made little funny faces in the mirror. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you're like, oh, come on, I don't feel that way. But at the same time, remember, our journey here, it could be a very long one, but our lifetime of moments and time itself is very short in comparison. We're not living 900 years anymore. We're, about 100, 120, 130 if we're lucky. So at the same time, get the experiences you have from your beauty living this life. Spread the beauty to others and remind them, admire them for the beauty they hold. Not from a subscription to a magazine or a TV channel from America's Top Model, but for what it really truly is. The creator made a masterpiece. Blue jays and red jays, I highly doubt get together and say, oh man, you're ugly. A giraffe doesn't walk up to the next giraffe and say, man, you sure need to, sharpen your tongue. An elephant is not going to walk up to another elephant and say, oh, I don't want to mate with you because you just, you got a spot on your back. Come on, let's be real. So I'm just saying, and I look at how nature does. Of course, they have their selectiveness when it comes down to breeding and protecting their offspring. I mean, that's a natural instinct. We all do. But they're not looking at each other. Flamingos, I see them all in that little beautiful dance they do, and they have their mating dance. But I highly doubt, from my opinion and factual opinion, they say, oh, you're not as pink as you should be. And if they do have these conversations, we don't know about them. But what I'm saying is hashtag you are beautiful. Hashtag you are so beautiful. And at the same time, whatever it might be, that's what it is. Accept it. Accept who you are. Accept everything you have been meant and are supposed to be. Plant your seeds now so you can live full and die empty. Don't die full, because Lord knows there's been way too many of us dying too full. There's way too much fullness in the graveyards, in the spirits that left. And the triathlon, that torch has been passed on to you. So this is right here to remind us, we are beautiful. We are strong. We are worth it. We are everything that anyone could ever think of or dream of. And we don't need anyone to acknowledge that for us. We just have to keep moving towards that goal line. It's not the finish line. It's the beginning of the new beginning, from the beginning we left to go towards the beginning again. Don't ever forget that. So be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the Spirit, and just keep tuning in. You're wonderful. You're amazing. Hashtag you are beautiful. Hashtag you're so beautiful. I don't know what Anthony's going to put for the title, but you'll get this if you made it this far. You're amazing. You're wonderful. I hope this uplifted you, because you are just awesome and amazing. Like we always say, you're wonderful. You're extraordinary. You're magnificent. So we love you. We appreciate you. Check us out. Get a hold of us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com, yandex.com, and as well as realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. Don't be a stranger. Say what's up. And you can check us out on our YouTube very, very soon. You're wonderful. And just remember, hashtag you are so beautiful.